All right. Oh, hey, I didn't play the video.
Oh,
It was supposed to play. It was supposed to play the entrance video. Hold on, let me do that. Let me just. I'll just do it right here.
we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. Welcome, one and all, to the pregame with Kurt Jangle. I am Kurt Jangle, the host of the pregame with Kurt Jangle. Joined today by Jeff. Jeff,
What's
how
up?
you doing?
You know what? I can't complain, man. Things are good.
You can't. You
Just,
can't, or you
I
won't.
mean, I've got plenty to complain about, but you know, not about being here. I'm glad to
No,
be
yeah,
here. Thanks for having me.
yeah. This is great. Yeah. What else are you gonna do on a Friday night?
I don't know. Watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. I didn't get to rewatch it, but I think I'm gonna save myself for the actual theater experience for that.
I would love to go back because I watched it when it came out in theaters.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Oh,
us got
you actually
together and went. Yeah, a friend of
you
ours in
saw.
the neighborhood who was slightly older and could drive took a bunch of us.
Oh, nice, nice.
But
What was your first? Tell the people who you are real quick while we're talking. We're talking about movies. We're going to talk about movies. We can talk about a lot of things, but
yeah.
specifically, why I brought you on to talk about movies.
Well, I host two podcasts, as you can see by my name card up there. I do the Skewed Universe podcast where my wife and I will watch horror movies. We do them in a style we've dubbed interstellar interstitials. So we watch them in 15-minute increments, then give our thoughts in real time as we're watching, and then do a wrap up at the end. And it's really fun. We've been doing that a lot. We do guest spots. Like in January, I do nothing but Giallo movies. So I usually have a bunch of guests on for that. And that's been really fun. We'll do theme months here and there. So it's just a standard kind of horror movie review podcast, but we put that little bit of a twist on it with the interstitial style review, as opposed to sitting down and having a full discussion about the film.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
And then every Saturday, I do a live show called Tales from the Podcast where we discuss horror movies. That started out as covering every season of Tales from the Crypt. And we've done movie reviews and this and that. And right now, we're going through every season of Are You Afraid of the Dark, that Nickelodeon show that everyone grew up with. I was too old to watch it at the time. I'll readily admit I didn't see it then.
Ah.
But yeah, we do that live every Saturday around 5 p.m. Pacific, so 8 Eastern. Sometimes we go earlier depending on our schedules, but yeah, so kind of a horror movie nerd, kind of above.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you. Did you have you gotten to the pinball episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
We have done that one. The Tale of
Okay.
the Pinball
This is
Wizard.
one of the
Yeah.
few that really sticks out in my mind for some reason. Just a kid, just like trying to play pinball, and all of a sudden, like, oh,
Yeah, there are really good visuals in that, but I did not care for that episode that
yeah.
much.
I was thinking I don't remember it whether I liked it or not. I just remember like the visual of like
Hmm.
he's playing pinball and he turns around and a giant pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy watching these as an adult because I kind of have to go back. Okay, think of if you were a kid at the time, would you have enjoyed this? Okay, now talk about it as an adult. What are the things? So maybe I've rated things higher because I'm like, okay, I would have liked this as a kid, and then maybe I'm just shitting on stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about language, if that's a thing.
Ah, you're good. You're good. I go PG-13.
Okay, okay,
So like that one's
perfect. I
good.
didn't want to say
You
the
got
wrong
like
word.
5 or 6 more of those. We're gonna do like we'll just save the one F bomb for like a really important moment. You know.
Nice, nice. Okay, I should have said that when we were doing the pre the pre stuff, and I
Yeah,
forgot.
it's good. No, it's good. It's
Because
fine.
if I have no restrictions, I tend to just let it all fly. So
Yeah.
good
One
to
thing
know.
is like I'm not really trying to monetize this um too much. Like I got a Patreon, um and it's let me put that up. I got a Patreon. It's patreon.com, Kurt Jangle. I have one tier on the Patreon. It's Tree Fitty. Just buy me a beer. If you like the show, buy me a beer. Like
Nice.
that's all. That's all. This is the only tier I've got on that. Um, I just want to do. I want to do this just like hang out with people. Like I want to talk to about things that I want to talk about. Uh, and I'm not super like stressed about making it a full time gig or anything like that. So yeah,
Right.
patreon.com, Kurt Jangle, buy me a beer,
I have a
350.
beer. He deserves it. Look at him. He's parched.
Yeah, I'm starving over here. I'm starving, thirsty, and I got this just a cup full of whiskey and coke.
Yeah, see? He has to settle for whiskey and Coke, people.
I mean, I do have beers in there. It was yesterday was National IPA Day, so I picked up a couple IPAs from my local brewery. I got those in the mini fridge. I'm cracking one of those in a minute.
Man, I wish I would have known. I would have tried to get my hands on some.
Yeah.
I haven't had a beer in so long.
Oh man, I can't. I don't know if it's just being like who the kind of person I am, or just DNA or something. It was like I gotta have a beer sometimes. I just gotta have it. Like it's that King of the Hill thing, like that Texan King of the Hill thing. Just like sometimes you just gotta stand out next to a fence and have a beer.
Yeah.
With the boys.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while, if I'm in the store and I happen to come across that Broken Skull IPA.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I was surprised at how good it was. And being that it's brewed here in Southern California, I can get it pretty much anywhere.
Oh, the El Segundo?
Yeah. I was really shocked at how good that was.
It's really good. There's a local barcade chain in here where I'm in a DFW called Free Play. And they had the Broken Skull IPA for a while, the big cans even. Mm-hmm. And me and a bunch of buddies were over there one night, and we just drank all of them that they had. And we did every time we went up, they were like, "Hey, yeah, let me get a Broken Skull." Yeah, just doing it. I can't do it right now for some reason, but doing our Stone Cold voices.
Let me get one of them Broken Skulls. I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna get beer for a working man.
One beer.
And every time we ordered them, we did that voice. And we're like, I'm sorry. We're just like, we do the voice. We're like, just apologize to me. Like, I'm so sorry. I know you're getting tired of that, but we can't just not. We can't not. Broken Skull IPA. Hey. Let me have beer. Let me have another beer. Let me have 2 beers. Let my friend have a beer. And we drank all of them in the place, and they're finally like, "We're done. We're out of them." We're like, "Okay, we're sorry for everything, and all the annoyance we've caused tonight." And they're like, "Whatever, just go play Gauntlet and leave us alone."
It's like, play Gauntlet. What I want you to do is go get some more beer. I'm gonna stop a mud hole in you and walk it dry.
It was pretty much exactly that. And it's all my fault because I infected my friends with the wrestling bug thing. So like we get to partying and there's Steve Austin voice is going to come out, or like a Ric Flair voice is going to come out, and we're going to get into like an Uber or a Lyft or whatever, or a Macho Man voice. Like we got into an Uber one day. We're going to some bar and everybody's doing Macho Man voice, and poor Uber driver's like, "What is happening to me right now?"
I need you to hit a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Gotta step into it, brother.
We need a Slim Jim before we get down to the bar, you brother.
I'll give you 5 stars if you're the cream of the crop.
So bad. So bad. I apologize to my friends pretty consistently for
I get it. I used to sit there and do a crappy Undertaker impression. Sorry. Like, I'm gonna take your soul. Like, why are you doing that? I'm like, I don't know, but it hurts. But it's funny when I do it to me.
I don't know, but it hurts. I don't know why I'm doing it, but it also hurts.
It also hurts. Like, well, stop doing it. I'm like, but it's funny to me to see your puzzled look as to why I'm doing it.
Yeah, right. So you're talking about the Undertaker. Like, what do you think the Undertaker would say about uh, the Cracker Barrel logo change? I feel like he's got an opinion on it.
Oh my god. Are we talking about the character Undertaker? Or are we talking about the man Mark Callis?
Oh, we're talking now.
Mark
We're
Calloway.
talking about Mark Calloway.
Calloway. I was
His
thinking of his
opinion on
mean Mark Callis character.
me, Mark
Same
Callis, is
guy.
like,
Same guy.
yeah.
Oh, he
Well, I like Cracker Barrel because I like chicken fried steak.
My demons of the night will request that the logo be reverted back, or I will take your soul to the underworld. He probably almost had a heart attack seeing it.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my camera is acting up. Whatever.
Comments coming in.
He'll be on.
He'll be on Fox Talk. But yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
With a bunch of those airheaded chuckle brains.
Airheaded chuckle brains.
I couldn't think of anything else.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's just.
You're like, so this Cracker Barrel logo got changed. If you like to do what it does, it means you're not a bad. Just like if you eat an ice cream cone or use a straw. Really? Use a straw?
Yeah. Oh no. Well, see, the problem is with the Cracker Barrel logo, they took out the cracker and the barrel.
Okay. Have you ever been to a Cracker Barrel? Because I haven't.
You haven't?
I have not.
So okay. So here's the thing. Like, all right, Cracker Barrel. If you're just going there, just like eat some food, it's great.
Okay.
Like, it's good, like home cooking. Like chicken fried steak and dumplings and green beans and casseroles and breakfast. It's basically just bacon and biscuits. Like, it's good. Like, I enjoy Cracker Barrel's food, but you go in there and you look around, you're like, this feels like you look around at the way it's decorated and the stuff they sell in the gift shop up front, and you're like, this just feels racist.
That's what I've heard, and I've never been to one.
But there's nothing overtly like. The decorations on the wall are like pictures of like farm equipment, tools, and like pictures of, homesteads and stuff like that. But you still just get this like feeling of like, if you think about it too much, you're like, something feels weird.
Okay.
But there's nothing like overtly like, racist about it. I've heard like the old, the owners and stuff like had some kind of shitty opinions on LGBTQ plus people and hiring and stuff like that. But the most thing is like the vibes are off when you walk into one. And that's what they're trying to fix is like, okay, the vibes are off. We need to fix that and get, kind of get that. And they've been doing a more like, they've actually been, as far as I've seen, they've been doing a little more DEI kind of push in a, like the good way of like, hey, like, let's turn this image around a little bit.
Maybe we shouldn't look like everyone's walking into a glass of milk.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. 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 That's a good way to put it.
There's, I think, one or two around here, and I've just never gone. We've talked about going. I've just never gone. I've heard people talk about going. Yeah, if you want like home style meals, they're like, it's not going to be some like Michelin star or the greatest stuff you've had, but it's good.
Yeah, it's good food. Like it's also another, like, we're wrestling fans. It's a staple of wrestlers. Like it's the American Ribera Steakhouse. Like, you go to Cracker Barrel and Waffle House. That's the two places you go in the U.S. because they've got just calorie dense, high protein food.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, that's what you're looking for.
Sponsor a couple of different matches for AEW as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they've been involved. But I did see. I saw a artist on Threads pitched a different logo, and I wanted to show
okay.
that. I can pull it up real quick. Uh, where'd it go? Oh no,
Uh-oh.
I think I lost the. Where'd it go? I had this earlier, and it was fine. Well, poop.
Oh no. I was trying to search and help, and the first thing I came across is
Oh
oh,
no. Oh well, what did you get?
let's see. I think I can. Yeah, I understand. Is it going to do it? I guess it won't. Let me see. Oh, it's not sharing.
Oh,
Yep. Okay. Well, I don't know. I can't share it, I guess.
well, it was about to like I had to click the thing.
Oh. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, pull
I
that back up.
I'm not used to used to just being able to share it. I haven't.
Yeah, this program I use is kind of
No, this is actually good because somebody can't just share something.
release the files. Oh yeah, there we go. Like that's the one that should be.
That was the
We need to
first one
put
that
that on
popped up,
every
and I was like,
Waffle
"Wait a
House.
minute!"
Hmm.
Just saw it, and I was like, "I mean, let's be honest
Yeah, yeah. That's Let me see if I can pull up that. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can do it this way now. Yeah, like I like that one a lot, and this is the other one. This is the one I saw earlier. Um, oh come on, where'd it go? There it is. There we go.
here."
See, I
Nice.
would, that's going to sell a lot of merch. To me,
I
that's going to
would go
sell the
there.
merch.
I would go there 3 times a day,
Yeah.
7 days a week.
There it is. Oh, Neon Ghost in the chat. What's
Filthy
up, Jangle? You
IPA
filthy
drinker.
IPA drinker. They're delicious. They're
What's
so
wrong
good.
with an IPA? Are you one of those people that's like it tastes like grass? I'm sorry,
So
your
here's the
palate
thing.
isn't
Here's the thing.
refined
I
enough,
used to I
Ghost.
used to be anti IPA, and because the only thing I knew was like Dogfish Head, um, West Coast IPAs that were just super bitter and gross and tasted like grass and vomits. But I've learned about um, hazy IPAs, East Coast, New England hazy IPAs, like the False Idol Ragnarok here that I'm about to pop open.
Oh, nice.
Okay, hold on. I got a couple. Oh,
I like the art on
neons in
there.
there. It tastes like ass. Sorry for my language. No, we've already talked about.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute, wait a
you
minute.
can do
I
that's
I
like
thought that was
PG
hey, I
13.
thought that taste was something you were into, Ghost. I mean,
Yeah, you like to.
I am so gonna get kicked out of the Discord for this.
I've seen so much worse in the Discord that may or may not exist.
I didn't say what server. I
I
just
don't
said
even know if
Discord
we're
chat.
still like if we're still on the like secrecy pact for the Discord or not. Um,
I've mentioned Discord. I don't say any more than that.
yeah, like everybody's got a Discord. It's not hard to get a Discord. It's not like
Yeah, yeah. I have one for my podcast. We have
yeah.
one for Tales from the podcast. We
That's
go to
how I get
Discord.
people on the show. Like I just jump into like a Discord we may or may not all be a part of, and then like hey,
Can you give me 1 second here? I gotta step out for just 1 second.
yeah, you got
Sorry.
music going. Yeah, do what you got to do. Um, yeah, well he's out. Well he's out. We talked about the Cracker Barrel thing. That's fine. Ghost, what are you up to? Talk to me for a minute, Ghost. Oh, you like being in the chat? You're gonna have to be actually on the show eventually. You know that, right? You're gonna have to show your face, or at least an avatar. Mm, it's delicious IPA. Yesterday was National IPA Day, so I picked those up. Uh, just about to set up my projector outside. What are you setting the projector for? What are you gonna What are you gonna watch? Last time I was outside with a projector, it was a pool party, and they're screening Jaws. So a bunch of us were just swimming in a pool, and like Jaws is on this giant projector screen outside. It was an immersive experience. TV shows and movies every weekend. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, what's the playlist for tonight then? Trying to keep up with the chat here. I just love the big screen. Yeah, it's having a big screen that you can just like lean back and watch. Like that is especially as things like, well, they were getting cheaper. Um, it's getting cheaper. Just have a nice big screen. Just lean back and just like, oh, I just enjoy this. I just put something on here and just lean back and it's fine. You know, 'Cause I grew up when like TVs were like the big living room TV was just like an 80-pound hunk of wood with a 25-inch screen in it. Yeah, I'll kind of like lean in and like, oh, okay, okay. I kind of see Dick Van Dyke. All right, what are we seeing here for Miracle Workers Andor, Big Mouth, Big O? Oh, Big. I'd see Big O in forever. Lots of anime on the schedule these days. Oh yeah. Um, Have you finished Andor yet, or is this your first watch through of it? 'Cause that is kind of incredible. Like I need to watch. I need to watch more anime. I made a New Year's resolution with myself that I was going to watch all of the Studio Ghibli movies this year, and I haven't touched any of them because of the type of person I am, which is not a good type of person. Last episode, yeah, Star Wars by far. It's scary how relevant it is. Yeah, Andor is just it's so it's funny. It kind of ties into we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles later. Andor is good because it's good, and you could take the Star Wars license away from it, and it would still be a good show.
I was not podcast ready before I came back.
Oh, nobody's ever podcast ready, but now you're here again.
Sorry about
Um,
that.
that's all right. Just chat with Ghost in the chat about Andor, um, how good that is, and
I still have to watch the first season.
oh, you haven't
I
seen it?
I kept trying, but every time I went to watch it, it was so late that I was falling asleep. And
Oh,
then I'd wake
yeah.
up and be like in episode 3. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I got to restart it another
That's
time.
fair. That's fair. It starts slow, but it has to. The way they tell the story, it has to start slow. And when it ramps up, and it doesn't ramp up like action wise. It doesn't get more intense like physically and dynamically, but it just gets more intense like uh, politically.
Okay.
it's just like as the story unfolds, you're just like, wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Okay, say it again. Okay, what? Tell me again. And you're just like, you get drawn into the actual like tension of the show,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
it's
I've liked all the Star Wars stuff that I've seen. Like I haven't seen was it Bad Batch or any of the stuff, but I saw the Kenobi series.
Bad Batch is really good too.
I just have to check all that out. Like I'm more of a casual
Also, don't
person.
ask me because I love Star Wars. You give me anything Star Wars. If I see um, stormtroopers and space wizards and laser swords, I'm happy. Everything you put on top of that just adds to my enjoyment.
See, that's how I am. I didn't grow up loving Star Wars. Like for me, I grew up watching The Last Starfighter. Everyone
Oh
else was
yeah,
watching Star Wars. I was watching Last Starfighter. So I got into it later. But everything I've seen from the original first three, the prequel trilogy, the new stuff, the TV stuff I've watched, I found stuff to enjoy about it all.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
ruining my childhood. It's not, oh my God, there's too many women. Shut up, one.
Yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's fun. Like it's the thing is like people forget about the fact that the original Star Wars trilogy, George Lucas made those because he just like, well, I can't get Flash Gordon. I can't remake Flash Gordon, so let's make my own version of it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna make I'm gonna make a big space fantasy series that's gonna appeal to 13-year-old boys.
that's exactly what he did.
No. And if you look at every movie, all nine of the movies, mainline movies, the Skywalker saga movies through that lens, 9 to 13-year-old boys love that shit. You know who else loves that shit? 40-year-old men. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had so much fun with every movie. Like I understand, like yeah, some of them are not good, but they're fun.
yeah. None of them were so bad that you had to turn them off.
Yeah, no. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this because I want to clip it and like post this later. Everybody gets so mad about the somehow Palpatine returned line. Yeah, somehow he returned. How would he know how he returned? He just knows he returned. The only thing he can say is somehow it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just some like, oh, we just couldn't like figure out a way to like clever way to add it to the dialogue. Like, no, that's literally like the only thing he can say in that moment because he doesn't know how Palpatine returned. He just knows he did, and he has to break that news to the
Mm-hmm.
resistance. He just like, well, somehow he returned, and we're gonna have to deal with that. It's not a plot hole. It's not a movie breaking
No.
thing. This is also, and again, in a movie about space wizards and laser swords. Calm down.
I mean, you literally have a 7 foot tall dog walking around as Han Solo's sidekick.
Yeah.
What part of that do you not understand? This is fantasy sci-fi fiction. It is meant to be enjoyed through that lens. You're not supposed to look
Mm-hmm.
at it and overanalyze and go, that's a plot hole. Palpatine's returning. Shut up. Just say you don't understand how movies work, and we'll put you off in your own little section.
Yes.
You're the same people that need to be walked through how a wrestling storyline works. You need
Oh,
a damn recap every 5 minutes because your attention span is that less of a goldfish. You can't keep track of what's going on. So I'm sorry.
no.
Shut up. Oh, I'm hot.
Exactly. No, I get it. I get it. I am too. I am too. We'll just say goodnight to Ghost, Neon Ghost. Thank you for jumping in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm with you though. Like I like there's no media literacy anymore. Everybody needs everything just really like spelled out, like,
Yep.
piece by piece by piece by piece. But it's also, you forget that, like, everything, like, okay, people going into, the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy, either way, have had every bit of Star Wars lore handed to them outside of the movies. There's been video games and comic books and TV shows and stuff that have filled in all these little gaps, and they don't think about that when they go into the next set of movies. They just know they know all the lore, and then they go to the next set of movies like, well, why did that happen? Well, everything in the original series, the original trilogy was like very well spelled out. I was like, no, it wasn't. Nothing
No.
was spelled out. But there were comic books and novels and TV shows and video games and everything else that spelled everything out, that filled in all those gaps. You, by just cultural osmosis, took that all in and assumed that all came from the movies, and it did not. Star Wars has always been built on, here's the movies, here's the story we tell in the movies, and then here's all the supplementary things, and that ties everything together and fills in all the gaps. That's how Star Wars has functioned since 1977.
It's funny because you can say that there's that structure, which also kind of mimics, and I know some people are going to hate me for saying this, kind of how the MCU works. Now, I'm not saying you have to consume all the television shows and all the
Yeah.
tie-in stuff, but don't get mad when you go into a movie and there's a character that was referenced. Because here's the thing, Google exists. You can take 5 seconds to find out what's happening. You can find a recap somewhere. You don't have to watch 9 hours of a TV show to find out.
Yeah.
But I don't need to hear you go on and go, this new Captain America, when did he become black? Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They did an entire TV series to tell you about that, and it sets it up perfectly.
It's so many things. And I see it all the time in horror too. People go, there was a big plot hole in this horror movie or that horror movie. I'm like, it wasn't a plot hole. It's a slasher film. Do you know what you're
Yeah.
watching?
Yeah. Like, what? You need everything just so dialed in.
Or how did they get to the camp?
How, I don't know. They got on a bus or something. I don't give a shit. How do they
I
get to the
don't
camp?
need 45 minutes of them packing, figuring out where they're going, grabbing their maps or whatever, and the road trip there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. So much media literacy. I just.
Yeah, because it's yeah, I don't yeah, you
I,
so
I
many so many there's so many directions I could go with that
yeah,
part of the conversation. Um
I get it. I get it.
it's just that's gonna have to be like we're gonna do another one. Me and you are gonna have a whole episode of media literacy. So
Oh,
we're gonna
I
but
will.
I
I will
really
come
like
prepared.
I really brought you on to like talk about like just the death of advertising and like how much of a toilet. And I think it ties in really because it's like advertising
It
now is
does.
just like you have to spoon feed the audience like, okay, this is the product. Okay, open up real quick. Okay, open up wide. Okay, this is what the product does. Okay, good. You like that? Okay. This is how much of the product you need. Okay, good. Okay, take that. Okay, another spoonful. I'm doing this on video because, like, assuming, like, if
Yeah.
put this later on, so people are gonna be like,
People are gonna be like, "What is happening?"
yeah, but put this on Spotify, people are like, what are you doing? Right? But
He's
you have to
essentially
spoon
spoon
feed
feeding me.
people
Yeah.
the concept of your product now. And my issue is really specific. Like, okay, TV advertisements. That's a known entity. People are doing it for a long time. They got that pretty well nailed down. Same with like movies. The pre-show stuff in movies. They get that like okay, cool.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, like audio advertising, radio and podcast advertisements are
Ugh.
just so awful. Even like products, the advertised products or shows that objectively I'd be like, yeah, that's something I'm interested in. But the way you were trying to sell me on that just gives me the bleh.
And I just realized I forgot to check out that one you were telling me about.
Oh, it's so bad. It's
I for,
so bad.
I forgot to
So
check
okay,
it out.
that one I was saying about. Okay, so there's a it's a washable sofa. Like it's
Okay.
all like apparently what the way they describe it is like just foam, like stiff foam and a zipper case you can take off of it and throw it in a washing machine.
Okay.
So it's like kind of a love sack, but not a love sack. Remember the love sack craze in the like late or early aughts?
Yeah, yeah, I
Like
still see
that,
their ads. You can get
yeah, but like
speakers
that,
in your love sack.
yeah. But like stiff foam instead of like, the peanut stuff,
Mhm.
packing thing. So it's like that. But the way that the ad copy, the ad read they have, and the music behind it sounds like just really like soft 50s like doo-wop.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah. It's just like it's something you hear in the background of like a 50s diner, but like just like no vocals, but that like doo 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 doo. But like
Yeah,
but
I know
like way
I
more like way less aggressive than that even. Like I'm trying to really think the right way to explain it like but just bad like late 50s early 60s pop
okay.
slop.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
getting
you
at.
know what I'm talking about. And then it's just like this very um uh generic white lady voice that almost sounds like she's trying to sell you a Hoover vacuum in that same time period.
Okay.
Be like, so the whole ad has this very like almost 50s trad wife like baiting
Oh
vibe to
god.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's for washable sofas.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Now,
it's like, well, while your husband's off of work, you can take the cover off the sofa and just wash it in the washing machine.
what the hell?
It's I
What
don't I
the
don't know if that I don't
Oh
think
my
that's
god.
what they're going for. I don't know. I mean, it may be,
Still,
but it just
perception is
every
everything.
time I hear it, I get this fucking this
Now,
ick about
now I
it.
do have a question about where is the ad placed? Is it beginning? Is it in the middle of the show, or are they at the end? Because I
Oh,
have I have a
so
very I have a hang up with podcast ads, and it mm,
so this is specifically because it's on the I hear it always on iHeartRadio
okay,
promoted podcasts. So Daily Zeitgeist and Behind the Bastards and all the iHeartRadio podcasts because they don't have any say on their ads.
right.
They just get fed into the ad churn, and whatever comes out they need to push for that week or that month, it gets promoted on there. And so that's one of the recent ones. It's that and that like 3-on-3 basketball thing and a couple other like, but it's always that one's like washablesofas.com. Um,
And it's not them reading copy. It's
no,
actually
no,
like
it's
an
it's a
inserted ad background.
pre-produced like packaged
Yeah.
thing.
So, a buddy of mine, he has a movie podcast as well, and every time I listen to it, the beginning has ads, but
Mm-hmm.
then sometimes in the middle of them talking, there will be another ad placement, and I want to tell him like, dude, you need to get on whoever your host is or whatever's doing this, and really figure out if you want them to be doing this.
Does it cut them off in the middle of a sentence?
Yep.
Probably Acast. Acast is real bad about that.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see. I don't remember who's doing it, but I
I
remember
just
when
noticed like
Spotify.
all I just noticed that all the podcasts I listen to that are hosted on Acast, they get like instant like cutaways in the middle of podcast ads. Like they don't like.
Yeah, I think I listened to something on Acast. I can't remember how long ago it was. Because usually everything I do goes through Apple Podcasts. So depending on where they're from, I'll see these different ones, but I don't have specific ones I go to. It's usually all filtered through Apple Podcasts.
No.
Yeah, I specifically, if I don't know if you remember when Spotify started saying, "Hey, we're just dropping ads in the podcast now,"
Oh yeah, and
and they
there's
were
yeah
like,
they'll
"We're
do it.
going to
They'll do it
generate
over and
revenue
over.
and we're going to benefit,
Yeah,
and you get nothing." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, no, you're not. I'm pulling my show."
yeah,
I pulled the podcast from Spotify until they came back and were like, "Okay, you know what? We're not going to just insert ads. You have to opt in." And there's a whole thing. I'm like, "Fine, you're giving us the choice. Perfect." Because I don't
nice.
want you running ads on my show.
Yeah,
Because
because
if I'm not
they interrupt
opting in
like
to get a part of it, screw
yeah
screw that.
yeah they interrupt the flow of the show.
Yeah, like if I had a sponsor or something, and they were like, "You can either read it or we'll give you something," I'd be like, "I'll read it."
Yeah,
But I come from the old school way of podcasting where it was like pirate radio, friends in a basement around a kitchen
mm-hmm.
table with a couple of, barely functional microphones, just talking about movies or whatever the heck you wanted.
Yeah. See,
Not
that's the way to do it. That's the way to go. I like
not the
that. I like
Joe
that.
Rogan, Adam Carolla, overproduced. We
Uh,
started podcasting. Well, no, you didn't.
no, no.
It's it's like Edison going, "I invented this," and Nikola Tesla's in the back going, "You kind of stole it from me, though."
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
idea.
that
I'm
was
just
my
yeah. Oh
yeah.
no,
So
no. I'm fully on board with you on that one. It's like, but I'm also like, as that struggle of like, if what I'm doing got popular enough, like, would I do ads or would I do ad reads? Would I just like hope that like if I got that popular, like my 350 a month Patreon took off and I wouldn't have to do ads. Like I don't want to do ads. I don't want to have like interrupt this and like Chumba Casino.
oh my
You know?
god, those are the worst.
Yeah.
And I have literally listened to my buddy's podcast, and 3 ads in a row have been casino ads.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just a
Terrible.
quick one like, "Hey, we're running a promotion. Come in now, get this." It's this 5 minute, just
Oh yeah.
5 minutes of exposition about what a casino is, what they're doing, I'm like, we all know this. You can
Yeah.
just be like, "Hey, Chumpa Casino, we're here. We're giving you this much if you come in through these days. Have fun, gamble your life away, you degenerates." That's it. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
Yeah.
Sorry, anyone with a gambling addiction, I apologize.
Yeah.
I see.
But
This
no,
is what
no,
happens.
I
I
get
get
it.
passionate about something, and then I go
Yeah.
off, and then
Like I've listened to podcasts and there's certain ads that I've had to hear multiple times and I start tracking how many times I have to skip because you like you get the button that's like skip 30 seconds or 15 seconds
mm-hmm.
and I track how many times I have to hit that button to get through that ad. There's one ad. There's one ad. It was a and it was one really grinds my gears. Prescription drug ads
Ugh.
because there's
Mm-hmm.
half the ad is the ad about the drug, and then the next half of the ad, and also usually more than half, is all the disclaimers they have to put on there so they can advertise a prescription drug. I've
Yep.
had to click that button 6 times to get through those ads,
Yep. Yeah. Same.
and it's
It's
I
between
can't.
those
Oof,
ads and
can't do it.
podcasts, and then the unskippable ads on YouTube when I'm watching stuff.
Oh, I will never get rid of YouTube Premium. I pay money for YouTube because I cannot deal with ads when I'm just trying to watch 3 hours of Star Wars lore videos and I'm trying to go to sleep.
It's I
Something like
want to.
that. That's worth it. But
I've
also
thought
like
about it.
You get if you do the YouTube Premium, you get YouTube Music for free with it. So you get ad-free music and ad-free YouTube for the same price, actually less than Spotify.
Okay.
And I pay for them both for some stupid reason. I need to get rid of Spotify. I really just do.
Yeah, I had Spotify for a long while, and then that whole "we're gonna put ads in your podcast" they just kind of went nope, pulled my show, ended a subscription, went over to Apple Music, and
Yeah.
I know, I have an iPhone. It just makes it easier, people. I'm not a fan of one or the other. It's just my
Yeah.
preference. That's it.
It's easier. It's built into your system. Like that's the thing. Is like, you know, Google Play Music is built. I got an Android phone, so like that's just easier for me.
Yeah.
We got
Oh,
Zerpy.
Zerpy.
What's up, Zerpy? Switch from Spotify to Apple Music too. They pay the artists better. Yeah, Spotify doesn't pay anybody for shit.
No, no, and
Oh,
that was why I was like really upset when they're like, "We're just gonna start putting ads in your podcast," and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa."
wait a minute, you're not
And
paying
you're
me for
not
these ads.
sharing. You're
No,
generating revenue already, and now you want to monetize my podcast
yeah, for your
without my knowledge.
yeah. What
We're
do you?
not
How do you
playing
feel
that
about
game.
ad reads? Like actually, the actual host doing the ad read.
That I don't
I
mind.
almost. I'm okay. I'll preface this with there's one podcast that I don't mind their ad reads, and that is Hardlore. It's two dudes from two different hardcore bands. They
Right.
talk about hardcore music and all that stuff. Their ad reads are for like people they actually know that are buying ad space. So it's like, hey, here's a vintage shop that sells vintage hardcore t-shirts. We're doing an ad read for them. Here's like a upscale clothing store that's owned by dudes from other hardcore bands, and we'll do an ad read for them. But then they also do an ad read for AG1. I'm like, guys, no, come on. Like I'm into the other stuff you're talking about, but like I don't care about your little green powder.
Hmm. Yeah. I I don't mind those as much
Yeah.
when it's done in a way that either they've hit a spot where they're naturally going to take a break and maybe segue into another topic,
Mm.
or it's I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Or it's done in a way like maybe at like the beginning of the show they're doing a read for something that they're a part of or whatever. Like, hey, before we get started, just remember you can go check out da da da. I'm cool with that. When it becomes too much,
Mm.
when they're starting to like, oh, and speaking of, hair, you should get Manscaped. Like, oh, shut up.
Oh yeah.
Stop. Have a place for your reads.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Like if you're going to structure your show a certain way, at least have a place for it. I hate the ridiculous segue into an ad read because it never flows properly. It always comes off awkward. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. I've never done it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I get that, and I hate what I hate really is the ad read, the segue that was recorded separately.
mm.
Because you hear that like da 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 ad read, and it's
Mhm.
just like there's a whole different sound to everything that's going on, and you're
What
like, wow,
kills
that
me,
was really just shoehorned in there.
like, wait a minute, how did you go from having this crisp, clear audio to all of a
Mhm.
sudden you sound like you're 3 feet away from the microphone?
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
audio for the show is good, but then the ad read sounds like it was professionally produced somewhere.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm like, how do you not figure out how to make this flow better? Or at
exactly.
least sound the same? It's like,
Yeah. No, yeah, that's okay. That's what I wanted to get to with that. Zerpy in the comments. Jericho always had those awkward ad read transitions.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, he did. He also had this whole. Okay, here's my thing. It was like watching. listen to Talk of Jericho. He just like start talking about things. He start talking about things. And it's like he'd gas himself trying to get through all the stuff he's talking about during the ad reads.
It's like,
Like,
dude,
dude,
you're not
take a breath.
Excalibur. You're not Excalibur. Slow
You're
it down.
not. You can't get all that. Oh, it always annoyed me so much. Speaking of Jericho, though,
It's a big reason I stopped listening to his podcast was that.
yeah, I mean, there's plenty of reasons to stop listening to his podcast. Um, what do you think about Jericho? Um, possibly, maybe, or maybe not leaving AW at the end of his contract. What do you think he's going to be up to?
I have a feeling because of when the contract ends and the fact he hasn't been on TV recently. Big Bill and the Bounty Hunter have kind of graduated from having to be under his learning tree now.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's probably going to go back to the Fed. And if that's what he wants to do, I get it. He's already had a
Mhm.
long tenure there. But I don't think, and there was something about this earlier that a bunch of us were talking about, where somebody had a kind of remark about if he goes back, and I think it was made in jest, that it sends a message to the rest of the AEW locker room that WWE is the place to be, even though they mishandle guys for the most part. I I think it's fine. If he wants to go back, fine. AEW loses nothing with him going. There's
No.
not going to be a bunch of people jumping ship because they're loyal to Jericho. It didn't happen when Punk left, and he's less influential in the world of
Well,
pro
hold
wrestling
on,
than
hold on. You
Jericho.
say people. Hold on. Rewind that. You say people aren't loyal to Jericho. Imagine if Jericho leaves and Santa Guevara goes with him.
Are we really losing anything
What
there?
is what does AEW
I
do
mean,
without Santa Guevara?
I think there's other pillars that can take his place. No offense, I like Sammy.
I
I
didn't
don't
think
mind
this
Sammy.
is
I just
no.
the Sammy is doing like the big show flip flop between heel and face so much that it's hard to like buy into anything.
I I like the fact that with Sammy like kind of having a rough go of like backstage shit. They're just like, all right, look, you're gonna hang in with Dustin Rhodes, and he is gonna fucking put you in place.
Because I have a
He's gonna
feeling
be
there were
your
probably a
accountability
few
buddy,
times. I
huh?
have a feeling there were a few times Sammy may have said or stepped out of line with Dustin, and Dustin probably slapped it and was like,
Yeah,
knock it off. Because he's done all that. He's
yeah,
done all that. He's been through hell and back.
yeah. I people say whatever you want about Dustin Rhodes. I always defend Dustin Rhodes. Like I love that dude
I
just because of
I have been a fan of
he's seen and
Dustin.
been through everything, survived all of it, and is just like now he's just like, hey, I want to give back. What do I got to do?
And that was one thing I said uh recently, our most recent episode of Scooby Universe podcast. I was telling my because we did like a catch up episode, so I was letting everybody know, like, hey, I watched All In.
Mhm.
We got word that Dustin had just re-signed not long before All In.
Mhm.
I was like, what better way when you have to pivot on the fly than to
Mm,
go, hey,
yeah,
you've been loyal, you've carried the flag for this company, you have been good behind the scenes, you've been a good influence on people. How about in your home state, we're going to give you the TNT title for a short run?
yeah,
It made sense. And I was all for
yeah.
Dustin winning that.
It
Yeah, it was a
it
shock, but I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. Dustin deserves something.
it was exactly what they needed to do in that moment because I was there.
I remember you. I remember you there.
I was in the building. Like, and here's the thing: like, people may not realize this. AEW pay per views just go. They just go. Like, there's no downtime.
Mhm.
So like the minute I felt like there's a little bit of downtime between matches, I was like, okay, I gotta run, I gotta pee. I run up, I get off the floor, I run upstairs, find the nearest bathroom, I come out of the bathroom. As soon as I can come out of the bathroom, Adam Cole's music is playing. and I'm like, and he's coming out to the ring. I'm like, I'm not even down back on the floor yet. And I'm just like into like the mezzanine, just oh baby, you know. And yet by the time I get down to the floor, he's like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen now. Like, da da da. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say that, but you know, I can't perform tonight. And we'd already knew about it. We heard like the rumors going
Mhm.
around, like it going around person to person, like merch lines and stuff. We already kind of knew about it, but just like, oof. But then like in that like when the match starts after that, in that moment, and Dustin gets the win because we already everybody in that place knew. Oh yeah, they're just gonna give Kyle Fletcher's gonna get it. He was gonna win it anyway. That was
Yeah, that's what I figured.
we
I was
all
like,
assumed he was
okay,
going to win it in the match, in the one-on-one match. So it was like, okay, cool. We can do the like four-way or whatever. He's going to win it anyway. Yeah. Aubrey handed that belt to Dustin. Not a dry eye in the house.
yeah. And I know people would be like, but it's pre-scripted. He already knew. I'm like, he didn't know till the second he was probably going out through
No,
that
no, he did
curtain.
not. Yeah,
It was probably TK at the last second going, oh, by the way, you're going over and winning tonight. Have a good match. Like, wait,
yeah,
what?
exactly, exactly. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was even like during the match. He didn't even tell anybody. Just during the match, he just gets in Aubrey's ear because she's got the little
Mm-hmm.
she's got the little gig in her, the little gimmick in her ear. Like, hey, Dustin's going over. Okay.
Yeah, he's the example of a veteran I like having around there because he's not on TV a lot. Just like Cope and Christian, they're not
Yeah.
on TV all the time. Whereas Jericho with AEW at a certain point was inserting himself
That
all
yeah, it was
the time.
getting too much.
Yeah, he leaned into the gimmick, and I know some people were like, he leaned into it, it made it really good. It was fun for a while, but then it's like, okay, I've had enough of you. There are other people that need some time on TV.
Yeah. It was
So
I was
circling back, if he goes, AEW doesn't lose anything now.
no,
If it was
no, they
6 months
really
into
don't. They
their
really don't.
existence, then
Like
it might hurt them.
AEW's
But
actually
now,
been on a hot streak.
yeah,
They've been on a hot streak without, obviously without Jericho, but even without like a lot of a lot of major names are on the
yeah,
shelf, and they've still been just killing it.
yeah. I mean, Jay White's not there.
JY's not there.
Who's it?
Um,
Colton Gunn isn't there, and then you've got
yeah, half the Gun Club, or
yeah. Then we've got what? Thunder Rosa is out injured.
Thunder Rose is injured now. Britt
Uh,
Baker's been out for a
Britt Baker's
long
been out
time.
for a while. I
Uh,
mean, whether she comes back or not, I just hope, kind of like with Adam Cole, I'm hoping healthy,
Adam Cole's
happy,
out.
and figure out what you want to do. You
Yeah,
know,
Wardlow's been out for a while.
Wardlow's actually doing the new American Gladiators.
Oh yeah, but still,
Yeah,
I mean, he's not injured, but he's been doing stuff, but he's still
yeah.
been off TV.
I've been like, I'll be honest, I've missed Wardlow, but I haven't missed Wardlow. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like when he comes back, I think it's one of those guys. When he comes back, people are like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like
I
it's gonna be
hope
like an
so because
unexpected pop.
I've always liked Wardlow. I've
Yeah,
always
he's
found something to
great.
enjoy when he's out there.
He's fun. He's a big.
Even when he's saying the Wardlow's World stuff, I'm like, yeah, it's bad, but you know what? On some level, it's pro wrestling, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's just a big meat dude. Like, and people love the big meat dudes. You
Yeah.
can't hate on that too much.
So it's another reason why I love Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Big
God. Hobbs and
meat.
Wardlow. All right, so think about it this way. Think about it. When we get everybody healthy again, Hobbs, Wardlow, Luchasaurus, and Mortos in a four-way match.
I don't think we can.
Meat.
I don't know if we collectively have the will to exist through that. It could decimate the entire world.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
he's
mean,
gonna break some people. It is
Whew.
going to break some people's spirits,
I
and
mean,
I'm here for that.
I'm
I
already
mean,
getting heated up just thinking about it. Whew.
think about that. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo. Meat sweats. All right. Let's. Okay. We talked about. Okay. While we're talking about wrestling, Forbidden Doors coming up. I don't know if I spelled that
It's
correctly, but it's on the screen now.
yeah, it looks right to me.
All right, fair. Uh,
I don't have that big
I
round
don't
opening
know if I
for
get.
it.
I'm not sure if I can watch this live because I might have to do
Same.
band stuff.
I mean, I don't have to do band stuff, but I don't know if I can watch it live.
But I'm off Monday, so I can like just at least watch it. Like stay up late, watch it or watch it Monday morning.
Oh yeah, that'll be.
Uh,
Just avoid spoilers the best you can.
yeah. How do you feel about Forbidden Door? Do you feel like it's not forbidden enough? Like a lot of people are saying,
For
it's like it just feels too much like a
I don't feel like
regular AW.
there's enough talent from the other promotions involved. Like, yeah, we've seen Tanahashi's going to be involved, and
Yeah.
there's the women's
That cage
four
match is
way for the
gonna. That
TBS
cage match is
title.
gonna fuck.
Oh, the cage match is going to be insane,
Yeah.
and Tanahashi will never walk again after it.
Oh
But
no, no, no. Do you think the cage match opens or closes the show? Because there's nowhere else to put it.
oh, see, I didn't think about that. I
I
didn't
would
think about
okay.
that.
So here's my arguments. Like I'll give you a second to think about it. And here's my arguments for each side. It opens because you want to have that Osprey pop immediately. That you just start the show with that. That's I've been saying for a year now that an Osprey curtain jerk is the like cheat code to hype for the entire show.
Yeah,
Or you put it at the end when everybody's already kind of lagging and getting tired, and then you end the show with like, okay, well that was the main event, the women's or men's championship match, and now we got to go lights out, da 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 da, and then 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 the Osprey song comes on, elevated plays, and everybody's back on their feet again, whether they want to be or not. I think it's going to close the show, but I want
that's where I'm leaning. Is it's going to close. Because any other time there's been, even on TV, there's been a lights out, unsanctioned match of any kind, it has
mhm.
been the end of the show or
Yeah,
whatever. So that makes the most sense. Because
yeah.
if you've been through this whole roller coaster already and you're like, oh, wait, there's the cage match coming, and then Osprey's music hits, like you said, Elevated will get anybody pumped.
Oh yeah, and especially his hometown crowd. Zerpy's in the comments. Does anybody else find it weird that it's just going to be a cage match, but not blood and guts? It'll be interesting to see all of those people in a regular sized cage at the same time. Yeah, it is interesting that it's not blood and guts, um, but it's also, and yeah, it's going to be tough to like. It's like what 10 people in one ring at the same time.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see shenanigans on the outside of the ring a
Yeah, there's
lot.
no way they're staying in the cage the
Yeah,
entire time.
there's going to
No,
be maybe
this isn't
four
okay. This
people in
isn't.
the cage and the rest will be outside
Yeah,
somewhere.
this isn't 1998 or 1988 WWF Wrestling Challenge. Hulk Hogan has got to like escape the cage to win. You know, this is just like the cage is there. We're gonna try to keep everybody in the cage, but we know that's not going to work. So it's just I don't even know what the win condition is for this match. Like, and I
I
don't care.
I wouldn't be
I just want to see
surprised
all these
if
people beat the hell out of each other.
oh yeah, it's gonna
I don't,
the only
but I
the only
also
one in
don't
there.
want to see. I also don't want to see. Okay, the face team, everybody but Darby Allin needs to stay on the ground because
Yeah,
they're all beat the hell up.
I I'm convinced that somehow Tanahashi is going to think I need to go to the top of the cage, and his knees are going to literally explode.
Yeah, I don't want that. I
I mean,
don't want to see that.
I just watched Dynamite and watched him come down the ramp. He can barely walk down the ramp. He like did a semi power walk, and it looked painful. I'm
No,
like,
he did.
brother, I love you, Ace, but don't climb the cage. Let Darby do all that.
Go Ace, go home and rest.
Darby's body is made of something otherworldly and can withstand all this.
Darby is made out of rubber bands and silly putty and and very deeply Catholic prayers.
That makes perfect
I,
sense to me.
I said that very specifically because like Protestant prayers do not keep somebody together like that. That is that
No.
is that is having a handful of 10 rosaries and just running them through your hands and praying for every ounce of that person's body.
I'm just saying there's a cult of Darby Allin fans who just get together with their
Yeah, yeah.
just praying for him.
It's just to keep him alive for another day.
I don't want to see
I do not
Osprey.
understand how he does anything he does.
I
I
don't know how he got thrown down those steps by Mox all those months back. And they were like, "Oh yeah, he's leaving to climb Mount Everest." I'm like, "Wait, he just got thrown down steps. Isn't he like got a concussion or something now?"
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've had mornings where I get up and I'm brushing my teeth and I sneeze wrong and I feel like my whole back is just like wrenched itself out of itself. I kicked my leg out of my leg, you know, to
Been
quote
there.
a Hart brother. Like, but he just does all that stuff willy nilly. Doesn't even seem to affect him.
Like if there's a ledge he can climb to, he's jumping off of it.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm talking about, like, okay, so he does all that stuff, and he does not really seem to get super injured. Like, what? How do we? Osprey and Swerve getting
Yeah.
the injury bug at the same time. Okay, I'm going to say this first. I know their injuries were long-standing,
Right.
things they were dealing with previously, and part of my like optimism was like, okay, they set up the match for All In of like it's us versus the Bucks, and if the Bucks lose, they have to give up their EVP powers, and if we lose, we give up our title opportunities for 1 year. And so when they started talking about like, oh, we got these injuries we've been dealing with, I was like, okay, well, if those injuries were that serious, y'all would have lost it All In
Right.
because that would be the perfect way to keep y'all out of the title picture. Write you out of the title picture. Like, okay, you got injuries you got to deal with. You can't be in the title picture anyway, so we just write you out of it. But then they go ahead and win. The Bucks lose EVP status, but now they're like, yeah, the both of them might be out for whatever amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is something changed along the way, or do they just use that as like a you know double underhook swerve? To like swerve the marks, and TK is just a genius that way.
The
Did
only
we
thing I can
get played?
the only thing I can think of is they're gonna try and play it as in that that match for Swerve took its toll and started, aggravating an injury that he's had, something.
Because they're
Osprey's
saying
was,
that injury started in 2019 at the NXT Performance Center.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
the meniscus tear
Damn.
for
Damn.
Swerve. Yeah,
Hopefully it's not that bad and it won't keep him out for too long. But
yeah.
I I honestly don't know. I don't know. I know they set up the Osprey neck thing with the Death Riders, but then he's
Mhm.
back for Forbidden Door. So in my rational brain, I go, it can't be that bad. Even though it's like it's lights out, it's unsanctioned, it's my fault if I get injured. I'm like, yeah, in kayfabe, But Tony Khan still has stuff that he's going to have to pay for everything. But there's
Yeah,
still insurance and
you
whatever
still paying
else.
your
So
health insurance, buddy.
he's not
Yeah,
just going to let you go out there and like throw caution to the wind if you're severely injured.
yeah. He's not gonna let you go back to
So,
home to England and just deal with the NHS.
yeah. I just have a feeling I actually wouldn't be surprised if the team with Darby in that loses this match and they set up Osprey getting severely injured to take that time off.
Yeah,
As far as Swerve goes, I don't see Swerve winning. If he has a meniscus tear, he's not taking that title off Okada.
no, he's not, and that's
It's something in there is going to build to him getting. It's either going to be shenanigans from the Don Callis family, or it's going to be Okada beating him clean.
yeah.
But
Well, I
somehow
was
it's
gonna
going
say
to be.
even without the meniscus tear, I really didn't see Swerve taking that title yet. I do see him taking it eventually because
Oh yeah,
I like his promo about like, oh, you're gonna flash a title around me. I don't want that. But
I.
he had that such like nonchalant like not like I got to get that title, get back on top. It's just more of that looks like sneaky, underhanded, just like,
Mhm.
I want that like I want a new watch or like I
Yeah,
want a new gold chain or just like something like, I just, I want to take that from you. Not that I need it, but I just want it because I don't want
yeah.
you to have it.
It's not
And I like that.
obsession.
That version of Swerve is my favorite version of Swerve.
It's not obsession like Max.
No.
MJF is driven just by obsession over his triple B.
Yeah.
Swerve is like, did you ever see the Sammy Guevara vlogs where Powerhouse
No.
Hobbs would just walk? There was a skit where Powerhouse Hobbs would walk up backstage and just take somebody's phone out of their hand or their wallet, take their money, throw the wallet back at him, and leave. He was like, "Oh, you
Ah,
got a wallet? I want your money." That's kind of what Swerve was doing. He's like, "You got a real nice looking belt there,
yeah.
but it would look better on me,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
exact.
take your
Yeah,
money."
that's you get me. You get
Yeah.
me. You understand like where I'm coming from. It's just like it's not like I need that for the prestige of it. It's just like that looked good on me.
He's like, that would be a good accessory,
Yeah,
and
exactly. That'd be a
I
good
know how to
accessory.
wear it properly.
I would, yeah, I'd throw that on my shoulder. Like he's just looking at it like imagine the selfies he could take with it or whatever. Like that's and I like that. I like that version of Swerve because it's just so like it's devious in a petty way.
Hmm.
And I think that's fun for like chasing the championship.
And I like that that has always been something there with Swerve.
Yeah, and it's a motivate it's a piece of his character. It didn't come off as like just some like unmotivated thing of like, well, why do you want that? You've already been a champion. You've already been the men's champion. Why do you want that belt? But it's just him going, that looks good. I'll take that.
Hmm.
I'd have that.
And there's nobody that's doubting he'll get back there. He's even going to say, "Look, I'll get back to that in time,
Yeah.
and I'll take that back because it's mine."
Yeah.
And he's like, "But along the way, why can't I pick up a few other things that I like too?"
Oh yeah. He's Swerve has really, you know, through whatever actions he's taken and like whatever, I'm sure there's behind the scenes, whatever. But he's really built a solid character for himself that has its own motivations and limits and ways to push limits. I'm burping a lot.
It happens when you
Yeah,
drink beer.
yes. But but no, he's got like everything he does really feels motivated by the character of Swerve. Like it's I don't know how better to explain it than just I mean, I know you know what I'm saying,
Mhm. Yeah.
but it's like everything he does feels motivated. It feels true to his character. The character
Everything
he's portraying.
Swerve does is done with intention, and
There
it's
it is.
not done like some people will just do something. They'll like, oh, I just thought of this. Let me do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Hangman and Swerve worked so well. Is Hangman got pushed to the brink where he was just doing things,
Mhm.
whereas everything Swerve did was with intent. I'm gonna break into your house. I'm gonna cut a promo on your baby
Oh,
because the intent is to get under your skin, to make
yeah.
you feel unsafe, to get in your head even more. And he did that. And Hangman showed, like, yeah, you're in my head. I'm gonna burn your house down. So Hangman was very reactionary, whereas Swerve had intent.
Yeah. And then now MJF can build on the emotionality,
I say run with it.
emotionality of Hangman and push him into corners and make him make uh, calls that he doesn't want to have to do. And the thing is, it's all character stuff. It's all storyline. All these things lead and build on each other.
Exactly.
MJF saw that Swerve could push Hangman into a corner with his emotions, and he'd come out fighting and swinging wildly and missing. So now MJF is like, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing,
Yep.
and just push Hangman into a corner at Forbidden Door. They just like, oh, I gave you the title shot, and you've got the backup plan, and that's the new hill to surmount for Hangman as the men's champion,
Yeah.
men's world champion.
I think that match has to play out with MJF trying to goad Hangman into being that reactionary, emotional guy that he's always been,
Oh yeah,
but Hangman having to show the growth, like start to go down that road and then not fall
yeah.
for it
Well, and
and
that's
retain. He
they
has to
seeded
retain.
that. They seeded that in that promo of like,
Mhm.
MJF's trying to goad him into being reactionary, and Hangman's just like, no, like you don't understand. I know me better than you do. I know how I react to things. I've gotten like, and that's building that part of the character of like Hangman is finally like understanding who he is, you know.
Mhm.
And also think about this: you haven't seen Hangman drink on screen in how many years now?
It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah,
I think the last time he drank had to be just before one of the matches when he was teaming with Dark Order.
yeah. Like even all the Dark Hangman didn't see him drink once.
Oh, he did
He did.
outside of Swerve's house when he
Oh
set it
well,
on
yeah, I
fire.
saw the Swerve's
That was, but
it's
that
not like,
wasn't the
but it's
grabbing a
not like,
beer out of the crowd or
yeah, yeah. He's
they see
not in the
him at the bar
match or like in the
backstage. Yeah.
crowd or like that's just him just sitting back going like enjoying the fruits of his labor.
Mhm.
But yeah, but that is the last time I've seen him drink on screen.
Yeah. There hasn't been anything like that.
Yeah,
And I know some people will be like, but the Hangman story started at the beginning of AEW and it is still going.
yeah.
This is just more to that story. It has evolved, it has changed, it has taken turns and twists, but this is where we are.
The Hangman story is the story of AEW. It is all
It
so
is
connected.
when you think about everything AEW's been through and what it is, the
Hmm.
perfect way to play that out on screen.
Yeah,
I mean, they keep saying it. Hangman's the main character.
yeah,
There's a reason for that.
yeah. I will say this. I think I said this in the Super Series Discord that we may or may not be part of. Um, I've never in my life of watching wrestling been so like actually physically and emotionally just happy about seeing the champion come out on screen as I was when Heyman came out with with that beautiful belt around his waist the first time after All In.
Mm-hmm.
I was at All In, but then like watching it on TV when he comes out, he's got the belt and it's like it was his OG music, and he's just like, I'm the men's fucking champion, and like all
Yeah.
that, I'm just like, yeah, you are. You're my champion.
Yep.
Like I was the first
Exactly.
time in my life watching wrestling where I looked at the champion and go, "You're my champion." You're like, I feel like you're representing the things I love about professional wrestling.
Yeah. I feel the same
The
way.
standard bearer of it, and I can get behind you fully.
Anytime he walks out, I'm like, yeah, yeah. And there's something about him wearing that belt properly.
He did. He
It's
wears. He
just
wears it.
certain
It's
wrestlers
not
can get
over his
away with
shoulder.
carrying a belt. Samoa
Yeah.
Joe can carry whatever belt he wants. I am not going to tell him to try and wear the belt, whatever. Certain characters, I get it. It's part of that.
Yeah.
Hangman wearing it to me makes way more sense, and I'm glad he doesn't just come with it thrown over his shoulder
Yeah.
or
No.
just holding it because
Heel hangman. Yeah. Throw it over your shoulder. Whatever.
oh
Samoa
yeah,
Joe. Throw it over your shoulder. Wear it around your neck like a dog collar. I don't give a shit. Whatever. But the men's world fucking champion, Hangman Adam Page, wearing that belt around the waist, coming out, the big fringe brown jacket, and just
the
like,
anxious millennial cowboy
yeah,
has a nice shiny belt buckle to wear that just shows he's the
yep,
champion of the world.
yeah. Have you picked up one of those replica belts?
No,
They are
I
heavy.
I've really wanted to get myself one.
So I was looking at this $900. There's a dude at
Okay.
All In when I was hanging out around for the pre-show stuff, and he was nice enough to let me like take a picture with it. And he handed me the belt, the replica belt, and it was like, I think it's 10 pounds. Like
Yeah,
it is a substantial amount of
that
weight.
is what I've heard, and I've heard Aubrey on AEW Unrestricted talk about how heavy those belts are.
Yeah,
She goes, they don't look like it, but if you're not expecting to grab one of those, or somebody throws it at you and you're not ready,
yeah.
it's like
I'm
they're
not
a
gonna.
lot heavier than they look. I'm
Yeah,
like, how is Mercedes not toppling over with her 9,
I
10,
can't
11,
even
12
imagine. Like
belts?
she is.
She's out there dancing, and I'm like, how are you not tilting one side or the other, falling over?
That's insane. It's well, I mean, she's just like I want to see her actual like numbers in a gym, her PRs. Because she's wearing like some of it as a skirt and then like a couple over the shoulders and like around the waist and what like I can't even imagine what she can actually do in the gym.
I don't know, but every once in a while, if you see, the place that we may or may not go to hang out with other people,
Yeah.
people will post clips of her training with other wrestlers. And if you
Oh,
watch, there's certain times where she's like doing something and you can see the definition in her arm, and you're like, okay, she's really jacked.
yeah. No, yeah,
She's small, she's lean, but then when she flexes, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, there's wow.
yeah. You
Like,
got some muscle there. Like
yeah.
oh, insane stuff. Uh,
I I hope the injuries though, kind of circling back to what we've I hope
yeah,
people get over their injuries quickly, but I want to see like we're getting the return of Hook, who was out. I think he was out injured.
yeah,
I don't know how that's going to play out. I was actually surprised to see he was coming back. So it's like they're like, "Oh, he might be leaving." I'm like, I don't know if he's going to leave.
yeah.
I
We'll
got a
see.
feeling Taz is probably like, "Do you really want to go to the other
Yeah,
place right now? You got it good here. You got a good thing going. Like don't screw that up."
yeah.
And I'm hoping Hater
I
comes
don't, I
back
don't
soon
see
too.
anybody like. And Hook goes like, what? Who is Hook gonna? You know, well, it's gonna be an endless Hook versus Dom Mysterio feud. Like that's
And if they put him in NXT, he'd be what with that wannabe mafia guy or whatever.
I have no idea who was in NXT
I
anymore.
I
I
think
do not
there's,
keep up with that.
I don't know, some Tony Soprano. Like I don't
Oh,
know the names
that
because
guy's
I
still
stopped.
there?
I think he's still there.
Ah, that's gross. They gotta
They
move.
just stick him in there and be like, "Oh, he's their silent assassin type guy." I'm like, because you don't know what you're doing with anybody over there.
Oh,
Oh, but hey, Ethan Page, he's
oh
doing
yeah,
well,
Ethan Page.
right?
That's
Ricky
great. Yeah,
Starks is world
Ricky
champion over there
Starks.
now,
Yeah,
right? Right.
that's working really well.
I'm sorry, Sticky Taints.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's. I would say like, oh, let's take an ad break, but we don't have ads on here. But I just need to. I need to take myself a break, and be right back. And we're gonna get into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing,
Oh,
30th
nice.
anniversary. We'll be right back. You can vamp as much as you want and plug all your stuff while I'm gone.
All right, I'll plug now. Then we don't have to do it later. So yeah, as I said, I do two shows. The first one being the Skewered Universe podcast, as you can see as my background here. We do interstellar, interstitial style movie reviews, mostly horror movies. We do venture outside. Sorry, my camera is. Wow, my camera hates me tonight. My camera hates me. There we go. All this, the camera doesn't want to show. So anyway, we do them interstellar, interstitial style, mostly horror movies. We break them down to 15-minute increments and kind of give you a real-time thoughts on that and then wrap it up at the end. You can check everything out for that show at skeweredhead.com, or you can just search for the podcast and any of the podcatchers you like. We are hosted by Podbean, so you can also head over there. Then the other show I do is Tales from the Podcast. We go live every Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're currently doing a watch through of every season of Are You Afraid of the Dark, which has been a blast. I'm learning a lot about a show I never watched growing up. And if you want to check out past episodes of that, you can go find that. Also, YouTube was we have the live show, so you can watch any of the videos there. Available on any podcatchers audio wise, you can catch it there. You can also just go to talesfromthepodcast.com. You can check out everything podcast related there. There's also links to Skewered Universe, of course. There's a link to the Patreon for Tales from the Podcast, and you can get our video game, Tales from the Podcast, the effing video game. It's a old school style RPG game. Lots of adult content, swearing, bad language. So you can check that out. $10 gets you the game, $5 gets you the cheap bot access. And that's it. There we go. I plugged away.
Oh, would you plug? I missed all of it. Like it sounded like you. It sounded like the time was perfect.
Yeah.
As soon as I
It
put my
actually
headphones
worked
back on, you were
perfect.
like, "Announce it."
Yeah. It was perfect. I plugged both podcasts, the websites for them, and the video game we have for Tales of the Podcast. So
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah,
yeah.
love it, love that shit. So let's get into what are really we really got to talk about is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I slurred that earlier. 35th anniversary.
It's
35th
a moment.
anniversary
I know. I feel so old.
of the big screen debut of these beautiful turtles. I don't even know how to start on this because this encompasses so many things that are so important to my who I am as a person.
Mhm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, ninjas in general, puppets, um,
Old school creature effects.
creature effects. Yeah. Oh, big burps. Uh,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That was great.
it's all right. That's just kidding. I had no control of that one. Um, pork rind, pork rind.
Pork rind.
Um, Jim Henson Muppets, like it all like all of this ties in to just like who I am as a person. A lot of it, like 85% could probably be boiled down to like this movie about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but is also one of the best kung fu movies, but also one of the but is also just a good overall movie, a film, cinema.
It really was kind of lightning in a bottle.
I okay. Well, I want to break down the phrase "lightning in a bottle."
All right.
Is it more about getting something as powerful as lightning into a bottle, or is it more about getting a bottle that's powerful enough to hold lightning?
Oh, see, I never thought about it that way. I always just thought about it being how difficult would it be to catch the lightning in any sort of bottle.
Hmm.
And if you've caught it, that's something special.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, I never thought about it the other way. So now I'm going to be thinking about that.
Because think about it the other way. Think about it of like as powerful as lightning is, and you have a bottle that you trapped it in. That's actually how I feel about this movie.
Okay.
You
I can see that.
shouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah. 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 Nothing
You
about
should
this
not.
should have worked.
Nobody should have been able to make a movie that good with that premise unless
Mhm.
they were just going to make a good movie anyway. And they're just all of a sudden they're like, hey, put turtles in it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
It's like,
make the four main characters, make them turtles, and make their dad a rat. Don't change anything else.
yeah. I mean, everything on paper about this, it should not have worked.
Never should have
It's
worked.
an interpretation of a comic book about four mutant turtles
Hmm.
who were ninjas who were mentored by a rat.
Who learned kung fu by watching somebody through his cage,
Yeah.
and then taught the turtles that. Well, they ate pizza.
None of it should work, but yet this
Never should have
movie
worked.
makes sense all the way through and it never once comes off as ridiculous. You buy into it.
I'm emotionally invested in so many parts of the movie. Not even just like as a kid, like, oh well, like these are the Ninja Turtles. I like the Ninja Turtles because I'm a 5-year-old kid. But it's like there's parts of it like I'm just like,
I mean,
oh,
I was watching part of it earlier when they are at April's place and then they go back and they realize Splinter's gone.
hmm.
And they come back to her place and she opens the door and they just look up and go, Splinter. It's like,
Oh
I'm getting chills right now because I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
If you started describing it, I remember that scene. I was like, Splinter's gone.
like,
Oh,
what? How? What? Splinter can't be gone. Not
yeah.
this early in the
No, no, no,
movie.
no, 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 no. Okay, Shredder's speech to the recruits for the Foot Clan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those things is like you watch that, you watch him to deliver that speech. You don't even think that's a Ninja Turtles movie. You show that somebody that has no knowledge of the Ninja Turtles, they're just like, "What is this? What
Mm-hmm.
movie is this? Where's it? When's Jackie Chan or like, you know,
Yeah.
somebody else going to pop out and fight that guy?"
He's
Like,
talking
no,
about
this
how
is a
he
Ninja Turtles movie.
now he's like, I am your father now.
Yeah.
It is an honor to wear the dragon dogi. It's like
Oh,
it's you remove that scene entirely, it could fit in any other type of movie with that.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's what I'm telling people. Like, it is
it's so
if you
good.
took you remade this movie completely, but just took the Ninja Turtles license out of it, And I always say, I don't want anybody to do this, but if you just did it that way, it's still it's an incredible. It's probably actually a movie that would win awards other than special effects.
Yeah, yeah, because there's some.
That's an Oscar bait movie. If you took the Ninja Turtles license out of it and do the same movie beat for beat.
Instead of four turtle brothers, it's four brothers. Their
Mhm.
father is kidnapped.
Yeah,
The whole thing. You play out the exact same thing. It's just instead of turtles, they're four human brothers.
yeah. And they have some spiritual connection to their dad, and he does they would get around the campfire. The campfire scene. Oh come on,
Oh.
oh, God damn the campfire scene.
I still to this day am not sure how they pulled off those fire effects. I know it was practical because it was on set, but
Yeah, it's
usually as many movies as I've watched, I can kind of be like, oh, this is how I can't find anything talking about how they did that. And
yeah,
it's so good.
it's all the effects in that movie are so good. Like it's it's Jim Henson doing the practical turtles. So obviously those are going to be great. But it's also like they're a little they're a little too rough. I was going to say they're a little too good. They're a little too rough.
Too rough.
Because that's okay. That is the second movie. Say what you want about it. Goofy, like they tone it down. They make it a little more cartoony, whatever. But that whole sequence of like, that's too quiet. Yeah, a little too quiet. It looks like Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph.
I will.
One of the best. That is one of the best jokes in cinema. I
I
don't
laugh
care.
every time I
I
watch that
don't
movie.
care what movies you've seen, how many movies you've seen, how hard you've left it. Anything in any other movie, that is one of the best gags, best joke and punchline setups in any movie ever.
And what's good is you don't really see it coming when it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
It just
But
kind
it
of
will
you're like,
never leave you. Afterwards, it has never left me.
yeah. And there's
Every time somebody has been sorry, because I'm stepping
go
on
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
every time anybody around me is going like, oh, "That's dark in here," or like is ever commented on the amount of light or the amount of like whatever ambient temperature or light or whatever. It's a little too whatever. My brain just goes, yeah, a little too rough. For 30 years
There's a reason why.
of my 41 years, 42 years on this earth,
Mm-hmm.
a joke has never left me. Sorry.
No,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say there's two ways I felt about it the first time I ever saw that movie and I heard that joke. One was like, Mikey, really? Right now? And then the second one was just
Right now,
hysterical
no,
laughter.
Mikey.
Like
God.
in this moment, you're gonna be the smart ass.
Yeah.
And then just hysterical laughter. I laugh
Yeah.
every time.
But here's the funny thing. Mikey doing it is funny, but he's making a Raphael joke
Yeah.
about Raphael.
There's
It's so many layers to that joke, and it's perfect. It is so perfect.
And let me just say, I know people always talk about how Raphael probably should have been the leader. In 2 movies, he showed why he shouldn't be the leader.
Yeah, he's an emotional dickhead.
In the first one,
He's the Wolverine of the Ninja Turtles.
yeah, he's basically like in a coma.
Yeah.
A significant chunk of the movie.
He got pissed off and couldn't handle being around like.
And then in the second one, he
And I
gets
love
kidnapped
him.
because he's
I
going to
get
help
it.
Kino. I love Raph, but I'm like, he's the emotional hothead. He should not be allowed out on his own.
Yeah.
Although the scene with him going to the movies and then meeting with Casey Jones. Jose Canseco bat?
Tell me you didn't pay money for this.
Oh, that whole exchange.
So I will say, like I've done the so when Donatello and Casey Jones do the insult fight, the alphabet insult, I've done that with my friends. I've done that with my friends because it's such a good. Okay, it's a good bonding thing to do with your friends. Just like like playfully insult each other, but it's also actually a good mental exercise.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So like me and my buddies have done that, and we've done the insults, but we've also done like the alphabet of like Star Wars characters, and we just have to go ABCD, between the three of us. And we'll do that while we're going out, like hit the bar or whatever, and just do that. Like
I've done it with movies.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, and we got it from the Ninja Turtles movie, the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. Like, it's had such an outsized impact on me as a person and how we interact with other people. It's it's you can say like, yeah, it's the best comic book movie, and you're going to be right because like it just is. It's the best comic book movie. It's the best interpretation of a comic book into a movie. One of the highest grossing independent films of all time. Other accolades, many other accolades, and it's the influence will carry on. Like,
yeah,
you talk about the movie more because I've been talking. I'm gushing over this movie, and
it hit at the right time.
Yeah,
it's this like cultural like nexus point of where things came together, and it hit at just the right moment. The cartoon was popular. People started learning about the comics a little more, and then it was, we're doing this movie. It's like, oh, okay, how are you going to do that? And they hear, well, Jim Henson Company is doing the puppets. You're like, okay, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Soul, and they pull it off. I remember being in the theater, seeing this when it first came out in 1990. A group of friends got together, we went and watched it, and I was just blown away by everything. Not only the costumes, the effects, the reveal of Shredder, the reveal of the Turtles. Also, Raphael just saying "damn" a lot, which was unexpected.
Yeah, that.
But it makes sense for that character. He's so frustrated. Raphael lives at, his temperature is 100 all the time. He's a kettle that is constantly on the boil, just waiting for someone to crank the heat a little bit more and blow the top off so he can just go off.
He's the most New Yorker of all the Turtles.
I love that he's the only one that has a New York accent too.
Yeah, and they didn't understand why, because like, oh yeah, okay, you're the yeah, all right.
There are just so many things about this, like when he's running across and does the roll over the hood of the car of the taxi. It's like, what was that? It looked like a giant turtle in a trench coat. Still going to LaGuardia? It's like, that's how much New Yorkers wouldn't have cared.
The car was his voice actor.
Yeah. It's so funny. There's little things. The pizza delivery guy, I think, was the suit actor for one of them, possibly, or maybe a voice actor. He was also one of the Turtles somewhere, whether it was voice or suit acting.
So the delivery driver Kino in the second movie, he was one of the suit actors in the first movie.
Yeah, which Ernie Reyes Jr., which is so
Or it
funny.
is, yeah.
Which
Which
is so
also, why
funny.
wasn't he? Why wasn't he? Um, what's his name? Why wasn't he in the Mortal Kombat movie? He should have been. He should have
I
been.
don't know.
What's the main character in Mortal Kombat? The
Oh, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. Yeah. Hey, why was he Liu Kang in the Mortal Kombat movie? Or like Kung
I don't
Lao?
know.
Like that would have been just like easy, just nothing casting. Just like yeah,
He's got
cool
the
like that.
skills. We know he could really do all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe they thought he had aged out of the role at some point. I don't know.
He looked 13. The movies were like 2 years apart.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I just like it was. I'm thinking, looking back on, it, I'm very surprised he wasn't in the Mortal Kombat movie in some way or another.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I'm like, he could do all that. And I think I recently saw him on. I don't know. My dad watches those NCIS shows.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like, I think several years back, he was on one of those playing like a mercenary from another country.
Ugh.
And he's got like a shaved head, and you can see that he's older now. It's like, wait, what happened to
No.
Kino? But he
Yeah.
was still pulling off moves, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, got it. All right, cool.
You can still beat people up. All
You're
right, all
still a
right.
bad
I
motherfucker.
wish better for you than NCIS, but all right, all right.
Ugh.
Just
All right. All right. So, like, let me ask you, because you kind of dropped a little bit of the info. You're a little bit older than I am.
yeah.
You're into the Ninja Turtles hype, at least enough to get in the movie. Like, what got you into it to get you into the movie?
Somehow I learned about the cartoon and watched it from the beginning. I didn't know about the comics, so it was cartoon, toys. That was it. That's what got me.
Okay, so you had the same like, because you like you said you're 40,
45.
45. I'm 42. So okay, that's not too much. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just trying to like get the timeline together of like, because I was like literally prime age for
Mhm.
everything they tried to sell. You get the cartoon, the video
Mhm.
games, the toys, all of it. I was just like, feed it to me, just
I
spoon
I
it
remember the
into my
cereal,
mouth.
the
Huh?
Hostess pudding pies
Oh,
that
that
had the Ninja Turtle
cereal
wrapper.
was so good and so bad.
Had the little, oh yeah, the little marshmallows and everything.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
remember buying the toys, the trading cards. People probably won't remember this. They used to do sticker books in the grocery store. I had the ones for this movie and then the
Yeah.
sequel, Secret of the Ooze. And you'd buy the packs and you try to fill up the little spots in the pages with all the little stickers. And yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll say I do have one like Mandela effect memory of the Ninja Turtles thing because they had the fruit pies,
Mhm.
Hostess fruit pies, and every time I look those up, it's like okay, the fruit pies are green and they have vanilla pudding. I distinctly remember as a kid, regular fruit pie outside, you bite into it, and it's green.
See, that's what I remember too.
Green and apple chunks.
I
Green
don't remember the
apple.
apple chunks, but I remember the vanilla pudding and it being, I remember it being green because they were
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like the ooze in the
Yeah,
pie.
you bite into it like yeah, exactly. You get it. You know what I'm talking about. You
Hmm.
bite into it and it's ooze. It's a regular apple, it's a regular vanilla, whatever fucking pie, and you bite into it, and then the ooze comes out, and it says you eat the ooze. But I can't
Yeah.
find that now.
No, everything I look up, it was showing like, I saw something about a green outer shell. I'm like, I don't remember it being
It's
green
oh
on the
yeah,
outside.
now it's always the green outer shell and vanilla pudding. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I was there.
Yeah, I do not remember it being green on the outside. I remember it
Okay,
being
thank you,
green on the
thank you,
inside.
thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers the real truth of these vanilla pies, these
Mhm.
pudding pies, Hostess.
Yeah, I remember people were like, "Well, I don't remember." I'm like, "It was huge. How could you not remember?"
Yeah, it was the biggest thing in the world in 1990 and 1991 and
It had
1989.
the yellow background with them like
Mhm.
coming out of the sewer with
Yeah,
their cartoon cells, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the and then you open it up and there's a regular looking pie. And you're like, "Oh, what's so different?" You bite into it, green filling.
yeah.
Now, do you own any of the movies?
I think I've got my shelf back there. I should have the trilogy on DVD back there. If
Okay.
I remember my collection correctly.
Well, the only reason I was asking is there was a box set released years back
No, it
in a
would be the
pizza
box set.
box.
If I have them, it's the box set.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering is, and I'm trying to pull an image to see if I can share it real quick. And of course. Well, anyway, it was like a pizza box set, Blu-ray, and then you would open it up and I'm trying to find the
Oh
right
no, mine are
image. Of course,
DVD.
the
There's not.
share.
It's not Blu-ray. I know what you're talking about. I've seen that pizza box set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
mine
I
are
I
all
got that
DVD.
I got that simply because it looked cool,
Hmm.
and then it came with a turtles beanie, and I was like, okay, yeah, I should have pulled it off my shelf so I could show it here live, but
Yeah, right.
I didn't think ahead. But yeah, if you happen to get a chance and you're trying to find Blu-rays of it, you find it at a good deal, I would highly recommend picking it up.
Uh,
Yeah, it's got the Turtles in Time movie, which isn't the best, but it also has the animated TMNT movie, which I thought was good,
no,
and it's got the first two, of course.
nice. I mean, that's the. Okay, what do you think about the second one? Because like obviously, like yeah, they toned it down. They're like, oh, we're not gonna have all the swords and weapons and shit, whatever. Like we gotta, but I still like. I had a lot of fun with that movie, even and especially
Same,
growing up with it.
same. It was jarring growing up to hear Donatello's voice not be Corey Feldman in the second one, but I
Okay,
still
so
have fun
let
with
me,
the story.
pause you
It's
right
giving
there.
more background to him. It's
Well, hold on, let me pause you right
fun
there.
with
Voices.
mutagen.
I never, until I was an adult, I never noticed the voices changing or even April's actress changing. Am I dumb?
No, no, you're not. I'm just someone who watches so many movies. Even as a kid, I've picked up on that. I have weird knowledge of things, so I'll pick out things. Be like, oh, Donatello sounds different. Oh, April's actress is different. That's fine. I
Yeah,
didn't
I just
care.
saw like red hair, and I was like, "Oh, it's the same person. That's April." They say it's April. I'm gonna say it's April.
Yeah, I had no issue with it. I'm like, people get recast in roles all the time. What's the big deal? It's like she's only there to serve one purpose, and if she does that, we're good. And no offense, I know April's probably a bigger, factor in the comics and stuff, but I never read them, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a few now that I've picked up later, but I didn't read any of that original stuff. But yeah, I really like the second one. It's a lot of fun. It's goofy. It's
Hmm.
campy. Yeah, people will be like, but they made it more like the cartoon and took away them using their weapons. I'm like, they still got creative though, and it
yeah,
gave you a background as to how they were mutated.
yeah,
And we got to see fun with mutagen and Kevin Nash become Super Shredder.
yeah.
One of the few things he
It,
did where he didn't
like
tear his
even
quad.
like the setup scenes, like they didn't cheap out on any of the any of the sets or scenes. They just like, all right,
No.
we got to tell the story about how this came to be here. All right, cool. And they made it like a pretty elaborate like scene setting with the whole thing
Yeah.
of finding the mutagens, finding the GGRI canisters, and like setting all that up. Like they did the. I'm gonna say it this way, and people are gonna be mad at this. You remember the scene setting um, they did in the original Jurassic Park of trying to move that Velociraptor on the island, and things went
Hmm.
to shit, and that one dude
Oh
you
yeah,
know, got Velociraptored.
I remember.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 did a similar thing, setting up the TGRA canisters. It wasn't as tragic, obviously,
Mhm.
but they had that prequel, that scene setting scene before the movie starts, of like, hey, these are the things you need to pay attention to in the movie. This is a
Mhm.
major plot point of like, we found this thing because we're doing this other like more extensive dig scene, and we found a thing, and it's going to tie into the plot of the movie. Does that make sense? What
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense what you're saying.
I feel like that's a very, I don't have the cinematic critical words to tie those two scenes together the way I want to explain it, but I feel like they're the same style of um, scene setting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I hope, thank you. I hope somebody does, because that makes so much sense in my head right now. But it's also, whatever time on a Friday, and I've been up since 3 a.m.
Jesus.
It's 9 p.m. on Friday. I've been up since 3 a.m. and I've had a good few drinks. I've had some good conversations with you and the people in the chat, and um, yeah, I do this show because I want to have good conversations. And then
Yeah.
about half of this show, I'm like, I'm not having good conversations because I am so tired. I am
No, you're. The conversation is good. The conversation is good.
okay, good,
Trust me. Trust me.
good. And I like
Trust me.
having you on here, especially for style conversations like this, because you're a film person, and
Try to be.
oh, you're much more of a film person than I am. I am a I like stuff person, and I could talk forever about stuff I like, but it might not be very intelligent about how I talk about it. Whereas if I talk to somebody like you who talks about film intelligently, I have to step up to your level. So
Oh, oh, oh.
I like talking to you
You
about
you
film.
have not listened to any of my podcasts then.
I've
Trust me,
listened
there are
to
people
some,
that do what I do
I've
way
listened to
better.
some of them, but I don't like, you talk about a lot of movies I haven't seen yet. So I'm like, yeah, damn it, I can't listen to that one because it's like I haven't seen that yet. I don't want to get
Mhm.
spoiled. But the ones I have listened to about movies I have seen, you can talk about those movies a lot more intelligently than I can about most things I enjoy.
It's just something I'm passionate about. I love movies. I love horror
Mhm.
films in particular. I love old school effects. It's something. Let's put it this way: when I would buy a new movie, whether it be DVD or Blu-ray back in the day, the first thing I would do is not watch the movie again. It's watch all the special features, the behind the scenes, the commentary,
Oh
the
yeah.
how they made this, how they made
Okay.
that, and
Cool. Yeah,
just take
I
it.
do that with the comic book movies I buy.
Mhm.
Like most of my movie collection, I haven't even touched the main disc.
I have a lot like that myself.
Yeah, it's just all the behind the scenes shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and like
if
I'll do that. I'll do that with like I'm trying to think of a movie like specifically I've done this with, but like even like a movie I don't like I got it as a gift. Lord of War, Jared
okay,
Leto and
Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Not a good movie at
I
all.
had fun with it. It's not good, but I had fun
It's
watching
not
it.
okay. Yeah, exactly. It's not good. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm just saying it's not good. But I would say I sat down and watched the behind the scenes of that and went, all right, I know what you're trying to do here. You failed, but you tried something here.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I can get behind that. I want to I love behind the scenes stuff because I just even a bad movie was made by people that are passionate about movies.
Yep.
You don't get a $2 million
Yep.
failure without being able to afford people that have made, a $1 million success. And there's always going to be a story behind it, and it's always going to be so goddamn interesting. Like
Yep.
I love behind the scenes featurettes, and I think I really actually really appreciated more of like somebody that just steps up and goes, "Hey, I was the lighting director on Aquaman. That movie sucked, but I'm going to do the behind the scenes featurette, and I'm going to tell you about everything that happened to make that movie suck the way it sucked." I would rather pay money for that than watch the actual money on actually watch the actual
Yeah.
movie on streaming for free.
Oh yeah. I get it. I totally get that.
That's where the entertainment value comes in for some of this
Oh
shit.
yeah.
I hate to say that.
Like I have a buddy of mine who has made independent horror films. And
Yeah.
one of them I absolutely love. It is the lowest budget. He hates it because he looks back and goes, I see everything I did wrong. But we were talking about one scene where there had to be a blood spatter. He goes, that took forever because we just had to sit off screen with a bucket and just throw the blood at the wall and
Ah,
hope for the best. He goes, and we only had a couple of takes to do it. He goes, and it sucked. I was like, dude, see, that's the stuff I like hearing about.
yeah.
That's the
That
things I
sounds
like
fun.
hearing
That's
about.
like that actually sounds so much fun. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you're gonna lose a little money because the scene took so long to film it. Fuck, like the experience of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Am I
exactly.
wrong? Or just like I just want
No,
I
you're
want to get the
right.
experiences and then to get
You're
paid.
right.
I mean, I still want to get paid, but I want to
Oh
have the
yeah.
experiences. Like that's the thing you can you know put
Hmm.
those in your back pocket and bank that shit for later.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
all
I
right.
I do appreciate what you said. I appreciate you saying how well I talk about movies because I don't think I do. I think I
Sure, you
ramble and
do. And
rant.
that's why I wanted. Well, because I want to
But
have an episode where I talk about a movie, and it's not a horror movie, but it's still a movie. And I was like, who's going to have the good conversation about that? Oh yeah, yeah, it's Jeff. It's Skewed Universe. Like he talks movies.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, like I said, horror is my preferred genre, but
yeah,
I'll talk about anything. I'll watch anything. I just watched the new Superman the other day.
yeah.
So
I still need to watch it. I really want to watch it. I feel like that
I
movie is like I feel like if I watch that movie by myself in an empty theater, I'm gonna walk out and going, I'm healed. Most of my trauma is gone now, isn't it?
you
Like I
know,
can just
I'm
like I can hold on to whatever I felt from that movie and just go, all right, well, let's just go from here with that.
all I'm gonna say is I recommend you watch it when you get the time. That is all I'm gonna say.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I need to, because the last movie I saw in the theater was Eddington, and that just I didn't.
Yeah, I was looking at stuff the other day. Not
Could
that
you
I'm
make a
doing
movie with a
anything.
point? Or like,
I saw that come up on a list of things I was looking to back up, and I was like, no, no,
no,
no.
no.
I've heard people in the super secret club say that it wasn't, and I'm like, yeah, no. When it hits
It's
something
most
and comes
both
up for
sides
free,
ass shit I've ever seen.
like if it hits somewhere streaming and I got the time, I'll watch it. I'm not going to go out of my way to get it by rent it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like movies like that, I get there are certain films that have every movie has a message to a point, but
Yeah.
when there are heavier movies like that and yet they fail to do what they said, and I have people that I trust telling me like, no, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just not one for heavy dramatic films anyway.
No.
I do watch them on
Here's
occasion. They're
here-
ones that interest me, but
like, you don't even have
movies
to
are
worry about
okay.
that because this movie has nothing to say.
Oh my god.
It sets itself up as like you got to pay attention to all of these things. It's so much intriguing, like back and forth talk, and by the end you're just like, the fuck was any of this? Nothing
Okay.
got resolved.
Yeah,
There's
I've
there's no point to
okay.
anything anybody said. Why the fuck did I even sit here for this?
Yeah. Okay. I've seen movies like that before, and
No.
I always the same thing. I'm like, why? Why? There's
Mhm.
nothing led to anything.
Yeah.
Why was this put to film and sold as a movie? If your movie has no direction, no intent, but you're trying to take yourself so seriously and tell me there's something and to pay attention, and then by the end
Mm.
nothing happens,
Nope.
it's the same thing with. It's why I understand why my wife hates movies that are open ended.
Ah, ah.
I typically, if your movie is done well and I understand the open ending, I'm fine with it. She's like, no, give me a resolution 100% of the time. You did all this. Why aren't you wrapping it up? I'm like, okay. So when I see movies that just meander and have nothing to say, but they're like, but pay attention. These are really important things we're showing you. And then they just, by the end, they go, but nothing matters anyway. It's like, you
Nope.
wasted 2 hours of my time. You spent so much money to create this thing. I sat here and gave you my time. Now I can't get it back. So rightfully, if I run into that filmmaker, I should be allowed to punch them in the face and take their
Yeah.
wallet to recoup my
Yes.
money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's it. That's.
I've watched a
No.
lot.
No.
I've watched a lot of bad movies in my time.
I will fully back your idea of going. Hey, did you back my I want to ride in the desert for 3 months movie? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just yeah. No.
Okay,
No.
I
But
spent twenty
no,
five
no,
dollars to rent
you
your
can't
movie.
make it. No, you gotta. Mm,
I want the price of my ticket if I went to the theater, along with what I spent at concession,
yep.
the cost of gas to get back and forth from the theater, and the cost of
Yep.
therapy that I'm going to have to double up on sessions on because I'm so
Yep.
angry.
Mm, you either got to pay all that money or just drop out. Just straight up drop out.
Like some people are so far up their own rear end, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Look, I'm saying this thing, but I'm not actually saying it." And then they'll tell you, "Oh, you're just not smart enough to get it." No, no, I'm plenty smart enough to understand that they didn't know what the hell they were
But
doing.
you suck. Everything
It's
about you
it's
sucks.
the same problem I have with people who talk about, oh, like you mentioned, I think earlier we talked about some A24 entails.
Oh
Are
yeah.
You Afraid of the Dark? So A24 has this thing about calling themselves elevated horror. I take umbrage with that because I'm like, you're just horror.
Yeah.
Okay. All horror can make you think when done well. but
Yeah.
not all horror has to make you think. Like the Terrifier films do not make anyone think. Those are effect showcases to be a splatterfest and a gore-filled good time.
That is
Now,
true. Those movies,
Hereditary, on
that's
the other
there's
hand,
one mission only for those
yeah.
movies.
Now, something like Hereditary, I get it. There's a little more to it. Midsummer, there's more to it. But don't sit there and go, oh, because we make these, it's elevated horror. We're not in the same. No,
Ah,
you're in the same genre. It's the same crap that people pulled with Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is a horror movie. You call it a crime thriller because you don't want the stigma of horror attached to it. He literally chews a guy's face off. There's a serial killer skinning women to make a suit, a la Ed Gein. That is a horror movie if I've ever seen one. It's not gory. It's not grotesque or over the top, but it's still a horror film. Sorry. That's
well,
see. This is what you get with me now. This is what you
no,
get.
no, you gotta apologize. Like it's you know, no reason to apologize.
It would
That
be
is,
worse if I had a few drinks in me.
I've had a few drinks in me, and that's why I'm like, now you talk. I'm done talking. I don't need to. I was saying my piece. I'll let everybody else say their piece. Um, Speaking of saying your piece, like what else? What else you got to say about? You got to get anything to plug? You want to talk about what you're doing on the internets or beyond, or anything like that?
Well, as far as where to find Skewered Universe podcast is on all social media. Well,
Mhm.
not all. We're on selected social media. So Threads, Blue Sky,
Mhm.
unfortunately Facebook and Instagram. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
they're some of the
Yeah.
better ways to
Yeah. Sorry,
get it out to people. Yeah, I despise it too. I
I'm just
don't
being.
go on either of those unless it's for show promotion.
It's fine.
I
It's
try
fine.
to avoid them both at
I'm
all
being an
costs.
asshole.
No, I'm totally with you. I despise Instagram because
Yeah.
it's
Sorry.
Instagram is nothing but wannabe influencers clogging up your feed with BS.
I
And Facebook is a bunch of uninformed people trying to tell you what to do
really
in the
wish I
comment
liked.
section.
I
So
really wish I liked Facebook or Instagram, not Instagram. The other one. I wish I liked any of them. They all suck now.
yeah, Threads was fun. I found myself not going on Threads that often anymore.
Yeah, Threads.
Blue
I like
Sky, I
Threads.
never really
Threads I
got
like.
into.
Threads I like. I enjoy Threads. If you're a fan of mine or a follower, whatever they call it on Threads, cool. Yeah, cool. Let's chill.
Yeah, Threads is
If you
about the
don't
only
follow
one
me
I
on
go on.
Threads, fuck you.
If you're not following Kurt Jagel on Threads, is your life really fulfilled?
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
fucking up. You're fucking up. I mean, you're everything up. Follow me on Threads. Teach you how to trust yourself.
yeah, I mean, Threads is fun. Threads is the one I find myself going on the most. Blue Sky, I'm barely on there except to do show
Yeah,
promotion. So
I find it more
if you
fun.
follow me on any of those, I don't post unless it's show promotion. Really, Threads is the only place where you'll ever get any interaction out of me. So
Yeah,
if that's probably the
yeah,
best
that's
place. But follow us everywhere because then it keeps you aware of what's going on with the show. And you can
yeah,
always go to skeweredhead.com as well.
yeah. So here's the thing: everybody's like, "Oh, you got to throw your links in the at the end of the episode for the comments." Like, now, like Scuba Universe podcast. Google that.
Yeah,
Put that
with
into any web browser. You're gonna get there.
trust me, it comes up.
Yeah,
I've checked. I've
exactly.
Googled the show
Kurt
before.
Jangle. Put that in a web browser. You're gonna find me.
The only adult on the internet.
The only adult on the internet.com. Like you're gonna find it. It's not super difficult. Like I don't understand this is like they're like, oh well,
People are
you gotta put
allergic
the
to Google.
entire link chain
They're
in
allergic
the
to
comment.
information.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like you got an Android phone, like long press the button in the middle, and it'll AI search everything on the screen for you. It's so goddamn easy. Don't get weird about it. Just figure it out.
Yeah,
Skewer Universe
100%.
podcast. Check that out. Kurt Jangle, the only adult on the internet. Check that out.
I literally Googled Skewered Universe podcast, and the first
Hmm.
result is my website for the show. So there you go.
As it should be.
Now,
And
if I
that's
do the same,
incredible because Google sucks at SEO.
yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yeah.
Apparently, when I type in Kurt Jangle, it tells me that it's obviously a typo for Kurt Angle. I'm like, no, no.
Who is Kurt Angle? Who is this? Who's this weird
I don't
imposter?
know. I do not know.
Crazy encyclopedic pasta motherfucker. That guy. Look at me, Kurt Angle, the only doll on the internet, joined on my show tonight by Jeff, Scuba Universe podcast. We've had great conversations. We'll
This has been
continue to
fun.
have great conversations, but not tonight because I'm going to bed.
I think that's a good idea, man.
It's a great idea. You should all go to bed. Ignore trying to one up each other on weird internet
Yeah, don't
conversations.
you don't need
Well,
to
I
keep
mean,
up with the
so and
jokes.
so did the punch on this story. Like, fuck it, just go to bed. Just go to bed. You don't matter.
Just grab
Does
your
that sound
blanket,
fair to you?
put your head down on your pillow.
Yeah, put your head in your pillow.
This is when I
None
wish
of
my
this.
voice changer worked because I
It's
could
so
put on
damn.
a sultry tone and lull
Oh,
everybody to sleep, but
that
couldn't get it to work.
sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to bed. I hope we all do the same. This has been the pregame with Kurt Jangle, hosted by Kurt Jangle, co-hosted by Jeff. Jeff, do your plugs.
Skewered Universe podcast. Go to skeweredhead.com. You can find all the links, Linktree, and all that stuff. And you can go to talesfromthepodcast.com, find out all the information about that show I do as well. That is a live show we do on Saturdays. And I plugged enough stuff earlier, so I'm good with that.
Hey, you're so professional about it. You're so quick and so professional. Just like getting
Oh, you
all
know what?
the
Check
getting
out
all
the
the
video game on
right.
talesfromthepodcast.com. Tales from the
Yeah,
Podcast, the effing video game.
hell yeah. Do
It's a
that. Do
retro
that.
style RPG. $10. $10 gets you the game, $5 cheap on access. All the information is there.
Yeah. Also, drop the plug for that ad block you were talking about the other day.
What was that?
Yeah. I want more people to know about that, and I also want you to
That
send me
was
the link to that first one because I
the
want
uh,
to.
the thing for disabling stuff in Windows, right?
Yeah, they're checking everything.
Yeah, that is called. I'm actually opening the program so I can tell you it is O&O Shut Up 10 plus plus.
Yeah.
So if you check that out, you Google O&O software and find Shut Up 10 plus plus. This will allow you to go in and disable Windows 11 from spying on you, essentially. So you can tell Microsoft to screw off and not track your information.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. That is the thing. Thank you very much for putting that into
Of
the shared
course.
consciousness.
Of course, between that and trying to share stuff around so people can help their parents not get scammed by AI ads on the internet.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Which is the fact that you got that little random thing out there going, hey, I got y'all too. Feels good. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Unless you got anything else, I've got nothing else.
I've got nothing, man. I
Uh,
think I said everything earlier.
yeah, just double check everything. I got my notes on the side of the screen there. Yeah, this has been the pregame of Kurt Jangle, aka the world famous House Daddy.
How's daddy?
House Daddy. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com, Kurt Jangle. I am
Find
Kurt
them here.
Jangle on literally everything. If you search Kurt Jangle, you're gonna find me. If you find the wrestler, fuck him.
You've gone too far.
He's not me. Good in his own right, but he's not me. SickersClub.com for a lot of other random wrestling related stuff.
Good
And
stuff by good people.
yeah, you got anything on there?
I don't. I've been pondering writing some stuff because
Oh,
I tr- I had a blog for Skewered Universe that I just kind of
mhm.
let sit off to the side and get dusty. So I haven't dusted off the blogging or typing skills in a while. So we'll see. I
That's
might I
fair.
might have something coming up that I want to talk
That's
about.
fair. That's fair. Um, yeah, I'll probably want to
Let's put
I
it this
don't
way:
know, man.
the last time I
I
wrote
don't know.
something, the last
I
time
don't
I
know.
wrote something and posted it was talking about when Punk left and showed up in WWE.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's I'm
So
not
I was
even.
like, so he
I'm not
shows up in
touching that.
WWE. What now?
Yeah, I'm
So
not touching that. But if anybody's
there's
got
been
an
enough
idea,
said.
if anybody else has ideas for things I can write or speak on, send them my way. Till then, till tomorrow, I have been Kurt Jangle. Y'all have been great. Love you all. Jeff, you've been a fucking hell of a
Thank you.
guest.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This has been a blast.
Always, always. Just show up anytime. I don't care. Like you're always open invite for you.
Well, same with you. You come on Skewer Universe anytime. It doesn't have to be
Oh,
horror. If you got a movie in mind,
oh yeah, no, no.
do it.
Like I would love to be on yours. I don't. I'm not a. I don't have the knowledge of horror that you have. So it's got to be like a very specific. Like, hey,
Hey, we do things outside of horror all the time. Our main focus is horror,
oh,
but we're
no,
doing
we're gonna
other
do
stuff.
horror.
So
I just don't know what.
you you don't need to be super informed about it. You just need to know if it's something you like and want to bring to the table. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
good then.
an open invite.
Yeah.
Just hit me
Oh,
up and we'll set it up.
we're gonna do it very soon. We're gonna do it soon then. Yeah. So you hear that right now? Hey, we're setting that up right now. If you're listening to this
Nice.
on the YouTubes or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah,
any
we're
of
setting
the sickos club can come on the
Stickers
show
Club.
anytime they want. I know some are not big horror
Stickers.
people, but you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I never get good at closing out the podcast. But
It's
this has been and always will be the pregame with Kurt Jangle. My guest today has been Jeff from Skewed Universe. Thank y'all for tuning in, tuning out, tuning back in, and just put up with us.
yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Um, I've had a good time. I
I've
don't
had a
know if
great
anybody
time.
else has. Okay, you
Hey,
have. We've had a good time.
this
Doesn't matter if anybody else has.
doesn't really matter. It's just, as long as we have a good time.
We have. Well, I've had a great time.
Oh,
Uh, oh, look at you. You burping like I had been earlier. So, yeah, good time or not, whatever kind of time you've had, we're gonna do it again next week. You can have the same amount, the same kind of time. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
same Hoss Daddy time, same Hoss Daddy
Same
channel.
Haas Daddy time, same Haas Daddy channel. Exactly. That's even better. That's yeah. Okay, you saved me. You pulled me out of the muck on that one. All right. Jeff, say goodbye to the people. I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to say goodbye to being awake because I
Goodbye to
am
the people.
sleepy as shit. Bye. There is the button. There it is.